title of this week's CQM forecast alert is The Effect of January CPI on CQM and PCA Forecast. These are the main economic indicators updated in this week's CQM. CPI has revised downwards both headline inflation and GDP price deflator. As a result, the real PCE has been modified upwards. The December wholesale inventories have adjusted upward the inventory changes in wholesale industry. Headline inflation has been revised downwards by 0.7% from 3.1% to 2.4%, and real PCE has been adjusted upwards by 0.7% from minus 2.2% to minus 1.5%. It is still predicted that consumer spending is weak. As a result, economic growth rates on both the expenditure and the income side have been revised upwards for 3 consecutive weeks. It's a good sign for the economy, since actual monthly economic indicators are only January employment statistics and CPI. It's better to assume the average GDP on both the expenditure and income side, 1.90%, is the current economic growth rate. Concerns about accelerating inflation have been diminished as headline inflation fell from 3.1% to 2.4%. In PCA forecast of real GDP, CPI is used to deflate nominal values such as retail sales, money supply, and government outlays. Economic growth rate is projected to be 2.62%, and the GDP price deflator is forecasted to be 1.76% for the current quarter. Excluding labor market, these are the normal economic growth rate and inflation rate before COVID-19. Conclusion from this week's US CQM forecast alert. Both CQM and PCA forecast normal economic growth rate and inflation rate in the current quarter like before COVID-19. The question now is how to bring back employment and unemployed to pre-COVID-19 status. Compared to before COVID-19, employment is still about 10 million lower, and the number of employed is 4.4 million higher. This slide contains information about this week's detailed CQM forecast, the original developer of CQM, and CQM theory papers.